Hey guys, we're Caskets, and you're watching On Tour with Tauri.
I'm outside of AMOS, Southend in Charlotte, North Carolina with the lads from Caskets. How you all doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Really good?
Good, thanks.
Good. You're already 11 shows into your first ever headline US tour. How has the response been so far from all of your fans?
Oh, absolutely mental. I mean, the fact that we're doing headlines on the other side of the world is mad. And the fact that we're selling them out as well is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been smaller venues than what we've done previously, but it's kind of been good because we really love the small club shows where the intimate shows where you get to interact a bit more with the fans, and it's been going crazy. It's been mental.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm one of those. I prefer smaller, intimate. I mean, it's great to get big to where you can play the bigger venues, but there's just something about it where it's that small, intimate, and you get to feel the atmosphere of the crowd and all of that. You recently also just did a run of festival season. How was that?
So we did a few festivals in the UK and Europe as well. They're always really good, and to be fair, we've never properly lined up with festival season. We're always either doing the album or recording or doing something. So it was really great to get a few in this time, and then we've got Loud and Live coming up and Aftershock a few weeks later, which is going to be crazy.
Nice. You guys have also got support from Windwalkers and Colorblind. Did you guys choose those, or was that something that was set up with the label, or how did that work?
We got given a few options. We usually put our own thoughts into it. So I was what about this band? I think we ended up picking both of these ourselves, right? Yeah, so they're great guys, great music, so we win.
Their sound goes with what you guys play as well. It's a very, I don't know, it just flows from one band to the next. It's not something feels off about it. I think everything goes well with what you guys have put out.
I mean, they're great. I mean, Benji's been listening to them for years.
Yeah.
When I heard them, I immediately wanted them.
I think I've done a couple of reactions to Windwalkers, and then I know my husband's checked out Colorblind before, so I've heard them in the car, and from what I've heard from both bands, I can't wait to see them tonight, and obviously I can't wait to see you guys for the second time. How do you guys decide what you do put on your set list?
Benji.
So I do most of the programming for the sets and stuff, but we do come together and we put together a list, and we'll take into consideration, have we played this song in this country before? Did we do it on the last tour? And then it's just a case of lining them up so there's a nice flow during the set.
Yeah.
So there'll be a big energy section, then we'll bring it back down, and then and that's basically the way we work it.
Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of playing songs, what do you think is the most challenging for you each individually to play?
Guitar solo and Nothing to Hide. I don't know what I was on when I was writing that. I thought it'd be a good idea to do it. Recording it in the studio, sound no problem, and then it's in the live set. I'm cool. And then we had a little hiccup with it for a few nights in a row, and it was only a technical thing. I said to Benji, I was this doesn't sound right when I'm playing it. He's Benji's first response was, play it better. And I was all right, sick, no worries. Let's just check. And then it was on the wrong sound. So I was yeah, cool. So I bet that sounded sick for the first 2 weeks. But it's fixed now and it'll sound great tonight.
Nice clean tone.
It wasn't quite clean, it was just a bit choppy.
I think for me there's nothing too technically challenging in the set, but I do tend to bounce around a lot, so it's more of a keeping a balance between doing a great performance as well as still playing and not messing up the notes.
I
think for me it's probably Falling Apart. It's one of his older songs and I thought I'd be getting used to it by now, but when it gets to a certain part of that song I always feel a little worried, but it seems to come off, no one notices.
Which part's that?
It's the bit where it goes into what is it? It's a verse before the breakdown.
Just stop, and then you can cut it back in if you carry on.
It's fine. we can just put all of this in. People won't mind, you know. They just keep it real, you know.
Yeah, bloody sound guy.
That was our sound guy.
So yeah, Falling Apart. There's just one section in a verse before a breakdown. Just some open hi-hat stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to hear anything you guys play live tonight. Like, because I discovered you on my channel, of course, and then you know, coming to see you live for the first time. I think it was Atlanta last was it last year?
Yeah, the Masquerade.
Yeah. And then seeing you like actually headline this time, I'm so happy for you guys, and I'm so proud of you. I feel like I'm like part of your little family, even though I'm like not. You know, you're adopted little American Brit here. Of course, you are, as we said, 11 shows into this. Have you had any memorable moments with like fan interactions so far?
Yeah, I mean, there was a guy the other night who was dressed in a tiger onesie, crowd surfing, and that was really cool. Yeah, we came up with a different idea for like just a little design to put on merch. Didn't work out well, so we decided to give it away, and we were like, our first person to crowd surf gets it immediately up within like 10 seconds. Yeah.
I think because we're doing VIP for the first time on this tour, it's nice to see so many faces come back.
Yeah.
And you know, we've had some amazing gifts made, and we really appreciate like all the effort as fans put in to come see us and then do all this extra stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. What's like the craziest thing that's ever happened to you while you're playing up on stage?
So this tour, so in More Than Misery, so go back further than that. So his buddy Justin was out for the first few shows with us. There was a part in More Than Misery where I do the screaming part, and we had Justin with us. I was like, oh well, let's get Justin on stage. So I give him the guitar, I do the screaming bit, get up on the barrier, and this was in New York, and it felt great. You know, huge crowd, having a great time, and then all of a sudden the security guy that was holding me wasn't holding me, so I just went bang, fell straight back off the barrier, and then I blacked out for about 2 seconds. And then when I opened my eyes, I had no idea where I was, but it had only been 5 seconds.
Right.
So then
You still didn't miss the next song.
Yeah.
No, it's still got on.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, that was mine.
How about you?
Craziest. I don't know. I fell over a few times.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing like crazy happens on stage, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my own little safe space, so nothing's crazy. Like, we'll turn up to a venue if it's a small venue. I'll be like, well, it doesn't matter to me. I'll get the same amount of room.
Yeah, exactly. You're just there behind your kit, you know.
Barrier.
So, going back to your music, what do you hope your fans or people who are discovering you through this tour, or who have been to a festival and of course may not have known you before that festival, what do you hope they take away from your lyrics and your music and just in general?
Well, I think first off, we want them to go home from a show feeling like they've had a good time.
Yeah.
And then I think with the lyrics and like stuff like that, we always try and put a positive spin on stuff, even if it's like kind of dark material. That, you know, that there is always hope, and a lot of our kind of themes are around turning a negative into a positive. So I think that's one of the main messages of our music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say lyric-wise, yeah, a lot of it is struggles that we've had. So it's nice that our lyrics that help us feel better writing them helps other people listening to them as well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who see us for the first time as well realise like live we are actually a lot heavier than we are on the album as well, which is, you know, for some people there you can see in the face they're actually genuinely quite shocked sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not what I came to see. But yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like when, I just feel like live, it tends to give it a bit more dimension sometimes, rather than, you know, of course there's only so much you can do when you're producing music and for the studio, but then when you get up on stage and then you're in that feeling and in that moment, and like even your energy that you're feeding into what you're doing comes through as well, which you know, which is amazing to see. So of course with all of this travel, America is a massive state. What's one must need item that you guys bring with you?
Or bring with us?
Yes.
Oh,
Quick one. AirPods Pro.
This interview is sponsored by Apple. Yeah, the AirPods Pro.
It's got to be my fanny pack for me.
Yeah.
I keep everything in it. It never leaves me, so I don't have to worry about where things are at any moment. Yeah.
But that's fair. I mean, I carry a purse with everything I need in it. The women's jeans are terrible with pockets, so fucking awful.
I used to wear them as a kid. I used to rub off with my sister's jeans.
I had a few friends that did that too when I was younger.
Made my bum look great.
Well, yeah. So what's, of course, you've been to the States a few times now. What's like a favourite stop-off place, city, state that you like?
Right.
Look forward to going to?
This is a bit of a weird one. I'm gonna add an extra bit onto that. So it gets to the point now when you're doing so much travelling and you pull up to a fuel to get gas.
Yeah.
And you look out the window and be like, yes, it's a pilot or a plane J. Like you get accustomed to what gas stations do what.
Yeah.
And it's really weird, but like, you know, you can't. Well, Buc-ee's is obviously the king of it. You know, if it's a Buc-ee's, you're having a great time, but you're also not leaving for at least an hour.
Right.
So yeah, those things are like quite comforting sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially like a Buc-ee's because they're all pretty much identical every time you go to one, and everyone seems to enjoy those. But yeah, that wasn't what you asked me, but that's.
I'll answer that one. I don't know. There's a few like states or cities that we always go to where the crowd is always next level. They tend to be Denver, Atlanta, Dallas, yeah. And they're like our top three where the crowd are always insane. Yeah, Toronto is really good. So everyone else, up your game.
Fair enough. Of course, there's also like the food. Food is a massive thing here in the States. Like, what is something that you crave when you're not here and that you look forward to getting again when you come here?
A cup of tea.
Yeah.
Properly done.
Yeah.
Greg's, anything with gravy. Yeah.
Yes.
Do Americans know what Greg's is?
I don't think so. Greg's is like a bakery back home, and it is delicious. I used to work at Greg's actually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you still get discounts?
Probably not. No.
Damn it.
It's £2 a steak bake now.
I know, it's crazy.
90p they used to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, a good cup of tea.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist here.
No.
In fact, we brought our own tea bags.
Yeah.
So.
That's what my mum, because she's going to be here at the end of next month, and I just went out and specially bought a brand new kettle because obviously a lot of Americans don't even have
Yeah.
kettles.
What is all that about?
Yeah.
What is that about? I saw somebody make a cup of tea in the microwave.
Right, microwave, or they boil it on the stove. Well, yeah,
That's why you gotta wait and then you drink it.
Yeah. They do iced tea. Like, I'm not lots and lots of iced tea, and because I've had practice making normal tea, you know, British tea, I can make a great iced tea. So, so of course you have sometimes there's a rare moment where you have a day off and you can maybe go out and explore. Like, what are you doing?
Well, we had a day off yesterday. We went to Top Golf, played a couple of games of that, so it was really nice. But we always just try and find something different to do every time. And sometimes you're just knackered. So
Staple is Ross dress for less.
yes, yeah.
What else did we do yesterday?
What else did we do yesterday?
The tour?
The tour?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
What
go,
an
by
idiot.
the way, so I can't answer
completely
this.
forgot about that. So we went on. We got invited for like a tour around Epic Games.
Oh wow.
So we got to see a load of Fortnite stuff and all the like Epic. Oh, what is it called? The game engine.
Unreal.
Yeah, Unreal Engine stuff. So that was really cool. Saw a load of cool statues. They had a slide. Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah.
Nice. So are you all big gamers then?
Not so much when it comes to Fortnite and stuff. But yeah, when I do have some free time, I do like to play my games. F1, Skyrim.
Yeah.
Still waiting on a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more like GTA and Red Dead Redemption kind of thing.
Red Dead is awesome. We're both gamers too, so. So of course, the tour can be quite long and with all the travel, how do you guys avoid burnout?
I mean, it's inevitable that we do feel burnt out at any time, but I think most of us deal with it pretty well. Sometimes it's just a case of maybe taking an hour out of your day and just spending some alone time in a coffee shop or bringing your friends and family. And that kind of lifts our moods, and you know, if anyone's feeling down, we can kind of tell. So we've been in this kind of small enclosed space together for so long now that you get to know people's moods intimately. So it's just a case of keeping each other up, really.
That's fair. I mean, you're kind of like brothers at this point, right? And you just feel it, and and if somebody needs space, you just give them space. If somebody needs extra attention, you just give them extra attention. And
exactly.
Yeah. Do you guys have any pre-show rituals that you like to do before going up on stage?
Yeah, we do. Actually, yeah.
Craig's will definitely.
I'm the ringleader on this. I don't know how I ended up being this. So it's the hands in like this, all of us. And for some reason we started meowing like a cat because our driver is out of his mind. It's Ryan. He's great. But he's out of his mind, and he just likes to make random cat noises during the day.
Oh my God.
So we start doing that, and then off the top of my head, my rule is I'm not allowed to think about it before this moment, and I'll try and say the funniest thing I can relating to where we are.
Right.
Very hit or miss.
They are very hit or miss, but also I would never ever. Number one, I probably wouldn't remember them, and number two, I definitely would not repeat them in an interview. So because he just comes straight out. So whatever.
Right.
They're getting what they're given.
And then we chant Yorkshire.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 Yorkshire.
I do my 20 jumps as well, just to get me
20,
warmed up.
Yeah.
You gotta get those massive
Exactly,
calves,
yeah.
You gotta get them warmed up and ready. Okay, I'm gonna be cheeky now. I'm gonna ask, are you guys, of course you're always working on new music, but is that happening anytime soon without giving away too much spoilers?
Yeah, I mean, straight after this, we're off to do some new music, so plenty more to come.
Awesome. I'm excited. Of course, wrapping up this tour, what are your plans for the rest of the year, maybe leading into the new year?
That.
I'm so sorry, I did not hear the question.
What are your plans for the rest of the year,
So-
leading into the new year?
Oh, right, okay.
So straight after we finish in San Diego, we drive back up to LA to start on album 3, and we're there till just before Christmas.
Okay.
Then spend time with the family and back to touring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be nice to have some downtime, and then obviously we've got to think of music video ideas and stuff like that, and get into the swing of doing another cycle for the new album, But yeah, it'd be nice to spend some time at home.
Yeah, I miss it a lot. I've been here like 12 years, and I'm just like, I need to go home, send me home. Do you guys have any last words for people watching this interview? Just a thanks for supporting.
Thank you for watching and taking time out of your day to watch this interview, learn a bit about us. It's amazing. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out of
You're welcome.
your busy schedule to sit down and to chat with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Of course, guys, I will leave all of Caskets' information down below in the description. All their links, go follow them. And of course, if you do come to a show, buy that merch. Do it. They have some amazing designs. I've already got my eye on 2 pieces that I want. So, it's the best way to support the guys. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.